work on verbal fillers and eye contact. My name is Samuel Thomas. A friendship is a single soul dwelling in two bodies. This is a saying by Aristotle, and I think it's really interesting. It's a concept that we rarely think about twice. I recently found out that 90% of us have admitted to having one or more good or best friends. Unfortunately, for the remaining 10%, they admitted to being sad and lonely. So, today I'm going to talk about friendship and what I think a good friend should have. I'm going to go over why I think a good friend should always be willing to be forgiving, to be trustworthy, and to be unconditionally accepting of who you are. This is a picture of my friend, my best friend, JT. He's on the right, I'm on the left. No, that is not a wig that I'm wearing, that's my real hair. That's my best friend. I've known him since my freshman year in high school, and right now I'm a senior at ASU, so we're pretty tight. My story begins in a bar in Seattle. I was out visiting my cousins out there for Christmas break, and we were having a few drinks. Usually my friend JT, he picks me up from the airport when I come back, and I was about to hop on my flight in about 3 hours. At the bar, having some drinks, enjoying the Golden State Warriors game. Andre Iguodala just sinks a game-winning buzzer beater, and I'm just thinking about that, having a good time with my cousin, not really worrying about my flight that's coming up in a few hours. So I'm sure many of you know where you're going or how you're going to get home from when you get to the airport or when you get to your final destination. Not this guy, at least not all the time, at least not this night. So I was out, I was having a good time. I crashed, my cousin, he takes me to the airport. I hop on the plane, I sleep from the drive all the way to the airport. I sleep on the plane ride all the way back to Phoenix. And I just slam, and I wake up. And I'm like, how am I getting home? JT usually picks me up, but I haven't even texted him. I was too busy having fun last night, so I didn't get to reply to his text. I wake up, my phone's dead, my computer's dead, I don't have a charger, I have like very little money, I think I have like maybe 20 bucks. And I live out in East Mesa, on the border of like Apache Junction. So it's really far. And I start to recollect things, and I'm thinking, wait, JT texted me last night, asking me when I'm gonna land, and so on and so forth, when should I pick him up, what gate, and all I can recall texting back to him is, Iguodala! the buzzer beating shot, that's what I texted back to him. And when I recollected that, I'm like, I hope he can forgive me. Knowing the guy that he is, he's always been forgiving to me, and I hope that this could have been one more of those times. So I'm cold, I'm out on the corner of gate number 3, I think, at the Phoenix International Airport. I'm cold, I have just a little sweater on, weighing out my options. I could take a taxi, but I don't know how far it would get me. I could ask for somebody's phone, but then I don't have a contact, I don't have his number, I don't have it memorized. I'm a mess, I don't know what to do at this point. I noticed that it was my mistake, and I was beating myself up really bad at that point. But I knew that the type of friend that he is, I could always still rely on him, even though he wasn't there for me at this time. So I'm out on the curb, I'm freezing my butt off. 5 minutes later, I hear a voice. Hey, stupid! And I look over to the car waiting area, and it was my friend JT hanging out out the car door window, and he's like, and I have to restrain myself from doing cartwheels all the way down to where the car is at. I'm like, oh my god, dude, you don't know. I was trying to get a hold of you, and then he pulls out his phone and he says, Iguodala, that's all I got, man. And he's like, I'm so sorry. I said, no, it's cool, man, just get inside. I knew that you were going to be here. Noticing, while I was getting into the car, I had to accept the fact that he's a forgiving friend. I knew I could always trust on and rely on him. And at that moment and point when I hopped into the passenger seat, I noticed that he saw me, he knew me, we've known each other for a while, and yet he still accepts me, no matter all the bad stuff I had. considering the variance of people's definition of true friendship, I think it's still understandable that not everyone has the same ideal friend. My speech today, my story that I wanted to relay on to you guys, I hope that you would take from it that what I believe that is a good friend is someone who always searches for a reason to forgive, to gain your trust, and to accept you for who you really are. And hopefully, if you have that true friend, then you will feel like two souls in one body. Thank you.